Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Today we are continuing with what we were doing last time. Oh yes, I remember now. I must have blocked it out of my mind because it was so traumatizing. Gale was thinking us. But no, what we actually did last was we killed the owl bear and avenged some people, hopefully. The last thing I did was got bit by a Starion, which I'll admit is not what I was expecting to happen whenever I came to camp for the first time. The other actual last thing we did was we killed an owl bear. We found suspicious news on Korga. And oh yes, Will told us that he was looking for a hell woman called Karlach, who we are going to be looking for today. And also, we won't just be looking for her, we're going to be finding evidence against Korga. And then we'll get on our actual set of quests that we were supposed to be doing in the first place. I was just playing on my normal file earlier, and now I'm realizing I'm a different class now and I have to get used to this again. Oops, where is the other two? Oh, they're still in the cave. Let's get them over here. And then,
on my mind.
Oh, everyone came here. Okay,
Well,
sure.
in it.
This, oh yes, that's a result of a Starion biting us.
Can I go?
And that is him happy because he bit us. I think I'm gonna hear him out this run. On my first run, I kind of like brush him off. I don't terribly like a Starion. I find him ever so slightly awful. But what I was actually set on is something that I randomly stumbled into from the Baldur's Gate subreddit, which I've gotten a few times in my feed whenever I've been looking at Reddit. But apparently there's a shortcut to what I'm looking for through here. So if I climb out here, I think. How do I get down there? That is 10 HP that I will lose if I do that. And I am not sure these guys can even get down there. This is where I'm supposed to go.
Let's move.
To find his little enemy.
Can't slow down.
Because that's her. That's literally her. She's right there. 10 damage is crazy. He's gonna take even more damage. Because he's weaker than me.
Let's get on with it.
Watch your back.
I'm watching my back, don't you worry. But jump. You're a scaredy cat. Jump, man. Karlach.
One horn, the stink of Avernus. Advocatus diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Fun fact, I found her first in my playthrough. I found her first. I didn't find Will first. Because I didn't even know I was supposed to talk to him. So I found her first. It was then when I long rested after that day that Will snuck his way into my camp. You're the devil we've been hunting. Karlach, right?
An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
what was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
Really?
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out.
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
Yeah, I think when we're reading someone's mind,
I never wanted
we're not
to
able
serve Zariel.
to
I
be
was
lied to
enlisted in her
in that
army
way.
against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did.
You can't lie in your
When I
thoughts,
saw
my
an
dude.
opportunity to get away,
You know?
I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Stand down, Will. You saw what I saw.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Excuse me. God, you're stubborn. Carlack's not a devil and you know it.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us.
Everyone liked that.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach,
Hmm.
but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm not interested in making friends. Okay, sure.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far.
I
I
can
may
tell.
not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would
Indeed.
you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Bastards.
Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War.
Yes.
I was good. Really good.
Oh.
Turns out, I've got a knack for killing demons.
Hmm.
That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it
Excuse me.
so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Let's send them back to where they came
Fuck
from.
yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety,
Oh,
should the need arise.
sounds like a great
I'd
plan.
hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
It's so funny to do it, but I'm getting rid of Shadowheart. Just because in my experience she misses a lot of hits, especially near the beginning. When I've played as her later on, she's been a lot better at it. But earlier on, she never seems to roll a succeeding attack throw. Oh, that's the wrong one.
This circus is all yours, my friend.
I think I drifted my hand
Excellent.
slightly
Let's
before I
go.
did that. Is that Will?
How I was taught.
So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly, Will.
Go on. We're listening.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for your throat.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted. And I'll face my penance.
Penance? Should I be worried?
You're not in any danger. I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Okay, let's get Astarion back.
Hang on. Those paladins I need to stomp are that away.
I know. I just sent home the wrong person. And you'll find out who we'll go to the paladins.
It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
What's the first thing he said? I thought we were going to see some real sparks fly between Will and Karlach. Here, let's just go through these. Tell me about yourself.
I was sired by a vampire named Cazador. Everything before that is so long ago, it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, I'd rather not reflect on it.
How were you turned?
I was attacked. A gang of vagrants, a tribe of wandering Gur, took ish. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be.
So about you biting
I've
me.
already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Maybe later?
Maybe. But there won't be any more midnight surprises. I can promise you that.
How does one become a vampire exactly?
Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that,
I think I missed something
you're
again.
free and a true vampire.
I did not miss anything. In theory?
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
Tell me about your
Why
history.
do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
I need you in my part to really travel with this.
If you
Okay.
lost
That was what we needed. Okay, let's go. And Karlach needs upgrading because I forgot about that. Epic. Bestial Heart. It was bare in my first run. I don't fully know the difference. And I just have an advantage on the attack rolls. I quite like that. Oh. I forgot I was rolling those. Oh well. We're going to keep this because that comes up later, as I said. And I'm just going to keep everything else. This will also come up later. Let's go back to where we were. When you leave camp, you'll be back exactly where you were last put. So, there we go.
I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if
Karlach.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers.
Right, don't worry, we'll go
Good
after them.
news. Can't wait to see them finished.
That's going to be the first thing we do. I also very much need to avoid a certain fight, otherwise I risk killing a character before I get them again. Which I did in my first run. Which is still... I am facing the consequences of, like, now, still. That is a good lump of money. I'm going to save before entering. A book readable. This is an excerpt from the play A Pleasurable Deal. Banned in no fewer than 4 cities for its lewd content, its scandalous nature led to a number of widely distributed and illicit printings. Narrator. Come here, fair folk, a tale now lost to time. In grief this man well sunk to depths sublime. A gift he sought to win his lady heart. Arcambian smiled, for now the game did start. Enter Robert, male tiefling, crying. Carlyle. Stage right, flash of smoke. Weep not, young man. Though free your wife has fled, and comfort found in comrade's arms and bed. She licks her lips and cries his name, oh my, and now seek you the apple of her eye. Robert. How does a stranger know such things, I ask, Carlyle. I watch you from the shadows, and I see your shame and grief for nature's malady. You seek to win your lady and her bed, to have her name upon your lips instead. You know my curse, my pain, my grief, my woe. Of you, I know, you seek a larger hoe, to plough fair maid and sow a seed to grow, but lack do ye a mighty horn and mast with which to guide a maid to bed and fast. So very lewd and bannable and offensive. How dare they write that? Definitely not keeping that book fully, so nope. That will not be of interest to me later when I am doing my alone time. Okay, I guess. Okay. These are the people that Karlach wants us to hunt down. So we're gonna do it.
What's up for discussion?
Please, no more. Leave us in peace and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
You can drop the act. I know you're servants of Zariel.
Zariel? Certainly not. We serve Tyr, Lord of Justice, and no other. Please, mercy. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit, we ambushed you. An assignment from our gods, Tyr. We thought you a devil, but Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us.
What's a devil
and
and you?
we'll
I think
leave
he's
you.
proved us right. Enough of this charade. I know who you really are.
Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my...
Oops. God, I hate my fingers doing that. Okay. I must have the advantage against someone here. What about here? Apparently not. Okay. It is fun to try new things. That is 44 health, and that is 32. That is crazy. I could swear there was a third person as well. But I suppose not. I don't think I'll be able to use another attack if I do. Okay, fine. I'll just do that. Sure. Burning Hands.
No time to waste.
Sure, I'll use that. Never mind. I thought I was going to hit both of them. 1 to 18 is great, though. Okay, let me move first, because I don't want to burn these. Okay, fine. Reckless attack. Boom! That was big.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Ice Knife. That's a good one. I'm going to use this on her. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I thought there was another. Damn it. Okay. Okay, and then I will bite. Yeah, he's dead. I'm gonna bite her. Can't bite them. Damn it. But surely I can walk up here and then hit. No, damn it. Okay, I won't do that then. Can shoot this guy and have the effects on both though. But this is gonna be a troublesome fight. Jesus, okay.
some
That might be a mistake. What about that one? No. This one? No. Piercing strike. Sure, let's just gang up on this person. Bite him. Her, sorry.
Still breathing.
Oh, that was fine. Jesus. He has failed 2 rolls, Jesus. I just gotta hope it works. It works. I think I only get one of these. Will is on 1 failing throw at the moment, so we'll just pick him up. It's now his turn. He has no moves. Then all I can do is move.
Time to waste.
And that's fine. Good. I'm glad that went for Astarion. She is leaving. I thought I'd do it. Oh, that person is happy. That's what that means. Firebolt. Oh, that was incredible. And I can do that. Okay. You are at virtually 0 health, so you are going to help her up. So she doesn't die.
Let's go.
She has nothing she can do.
Very well.
I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, brilliant. He's good. He has got no damage on him. He literally has not taken damage. Yeah, not advantage.
The blade will not bend. Making my move.
My turn. Tactical.
Just go here.
Can't even catch my breath.
Just don't take too much damage, I guess. Please work. Does anything I can do cost up minimum higher than that? This.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Easy, Karlach. Those flames are getting big.
Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
Okay, well, I think we should leave. Did she just fucking... She killed Will. She killed Will.
I don't want to die.
Fuck you!
Miss Lady. Where are you? Astarion, where are you going? Let me play as him, please. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ.
This way.
She's gonna burn Will's body.
Your savior.
God, now he's dead. Why am I gonna have to deal with this every single time I do?
That ought to do it.
I'm slipping away.
How many revivifiers did she have? 1. Just hope she survives these throws, which it looks like she will. If I have to deal with this every single time I do anything... Granted, I am taking fights that are too big. Let's roll a d12 and then re-roll if it's a 12. Wait, d12 isn't a thing. And... roll again. That's another 3. 7. 3. 5. Ay, ay, ay. Not great. Pickpocket Kalak for this that I need. Oh! Oh, thank God he's got 4 of the fucking things.
Take you!
Making fast. I must.
Take you!
Cheer me up, quick!
You caused all this mess, by the way.
Take you!
I should get these wounds taken care of.
Let's upgrade him first. And you get to pick 1. Okay, that landed on 1. And this one, that is a 1. And I'm pretty sure I'm the same. 23. So 8, 16, 24, that is this one. And how many here? 3.
Felt good letting off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should.
Does it always last that long?
Not sure how good it is for the gears either. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down.
I see. How do you get an infernal engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later. After we've
True.
worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down
I
those
believe you.
paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
There's some tieflings holed up in a druid's grove nearby. We might look there.
Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
We don't have another short rest left, do we? How about we take our long rest? Very few actual things in this game will actually...
She's coming.
Few things will be on a time limit is what I was going to say. Nothing we have at the moment is on a time limit, so it doesn't matter if we long rest.
You've been naughty, and you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Just who in the 9 hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak,
Who
Zariel
do you
sent
think
her
you are?
regards.
You Bayonetta wannabe bitch.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
You'd better not lay a damned finger on Carla.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will.
Okay.
Don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that's awfully serious.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm really...
Well.
Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man. Maybe the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
The Blade of Frontiers has some explaining to do.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
What are the terms of your pact?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Gale, let's get all the conversations out of the way while I can.
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there?
I think I have a magical artifact you'll be interested in.
Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer.
I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. Should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, The battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
What do you make of having a vampire in our camp?
We all have our burdens.
Who is wanting a conversation? Astarion.
I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night.
The moment when you bit me?
The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years,
what?
I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely.
Oh.
You were delectable.
Oh.
And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
Oh. You're like another next time hit. That's crazy. They might not be as open to the idea as I was.
It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But Karlach, a tiefling seasoned by hell's fire. What could she possibly taste like?
Something potent, I'm sure. Smoky, watery whiskey.
Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
This is still theoretical, right?
Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them...
Good lord. Gale? Just because I think he deserves it after killing everyone multiple times over and over and over again?
Ah, a refined palate. I can't disagree. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Good hunting.
There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
I think he'll have more conversation.
So, Will did
Nope, never mind. Shadowheart.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers.
We haven't run into wolves
It's hardly an
yet?
irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
Wolves? Did we do wolves at some point? I don't... They're just dogs with no table manners, it's funny. Everyone's got their own fears, and I won't judge yours.
Some might think it makes me a liability. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
All that's happened to us. How am I holding up?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Well, I guess we'll talk to again, just to see if he's got anything else he can say. How does it feel to be a devil?
Said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head.
I need to remember to get my hand off the mouse whenever someone's talking.
I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet.
He's got spiny penis.
What do you see?
Quite the handsome devil, if I do say so myself.
I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. But I'll accept the flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me. Horns and all. The people will
You kinda have to, my friend.
A curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters. Keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
You should get out of this pact.
Possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play their games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be a loophole in this contract that lets you out.
She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together. Wow. We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it.
It's crazy.
How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Time to sleep, I think.